This week on Talk of the Town, we wrap up Bear River basketball and have your state champion wrestlers. Last week, Northrop Grumman conducted a test fire, and with the cloud covering from the storm, it was louder and felt further than usual. Did you experience it? 2 days later, more noise was heard, this time from the girls' wrestling team, as they claimed the first ever team state title. We have highlights and interviews from the 5 state wrestlers and Jason Bingham, who claimed yet another Coach of the Year award. Congrats to the Bears for all of their accomplishments, both individually and as a team. We're so honored to have been a part of this epic journey.
You have been a part of wrestling for a long time. You'd be able to start this program for Bear River for the girls. What's it feel like to be able to claim that state title?
Oh my lands. It's beyond joy. It is beyond joy. I've already cried all the water in my body out just throughout the day. It means a lot. It means a lot to see how far we've come. I mean, we've placed we've placed second 4 times against a really tough team. Mountain Crest has been our opponent all these years, and they are dynamic, and they're a great team. And to come in and to win the way we won, and to really cement that with 5 for 5 in the finals, it's beyond words. It is beyond words.
And I mean, even that first day, you guys come in with about 20 girls who have a good chance. You whittled that down to 11-ish. And like you said, 5 girls. They make it to there, and all 5 get it. What's just kind of your thoughts as you watch each one of those girls take a title?
Oh, so let me back up. So we came in on that first, we had 20 girls. That first round, we won all those matches except 2. And a lot of them were pins. And the girls just started the momentum. They started rolling, and we just kept on moving further and further and further. And it just, you could see these girls getting behind it and starting to believe. And at the end of the day, isn't that what it's all about, is belief? It doesn't matter if it's this, it's cheer, or if it's dance, or softball, or lacrosse. They got to believe in themselves. And then at the end of the day, that's, they came out and they started believing. And then all of a sudden, we have JJ come out in the finals and wrestle a really tough girl that she lost to 2 weeks ago, to come out and wrestle the way she wrestled and come out with a win. Oh, ooh, that one almost got me there. Yeah, almost got me on that one. But to see how she just believed in herself and came out and wrestled the best of her ability, and then we have Reese come out. And Reese being behind, but got that bar and never freaked out, never overextended, and got the pin. And then all of a sudden now we have Eve, the 3-timer, come out. And Eve takes a good shot and gets on top and just starts working halves and finally found it and pinned her. And you could just see the momentum roll. And nobody wanted to give that up. Nobody wanted to be the one that was going to lose it. And then we go into Sydney. She's been working a double all year long, and she hit that. And by the way, her head was on the right side with that one. She sometimes misses that, but it doesn't matter. Picks her up, brings her down, and gets that half on and just pins her. And you could just see how excited she was. And then Lolly, oh my heck, Lolly, to come out, and she lost to that girl earlier this year, and be behind, but believe in herself and keep moving and not freak out, not get in bad positions, and come out with a pin. I don't know if you noticed this, and I'll probably get in trouble for saying it, but when she got that girl on her back, she gave up. That girl gave up. And that's the difference between our girls and maybe some other teams, is, man, we get behind, we fight, and so that's a good thing there.
So then, like we said, you get to cap it off with that team title. What does that feel like for your girls, and how has it been watching their interactions?
It's been fun sitting back. So I told the girls at the beginning of the tournament, I want you to go out. Don't worry about the end result. I don't care about the wins and the losses. Don't worry about the end result. What I want you to concentrate on is the position. win the position, and then win the points, and then win the round, and just win all these different things, and in the end will add up. And I told them, if you do that, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not going to look at the score. And I did not look at the score the whole time. And these girls, they built on that, and they grew on that. And it wasn't until a good friend of mine, Ridgeline coach, came up to me and he put his arm around me and said, mathematically, nobody can catch you. And then that's when I broke down. It was hard. But these girls are awesome. And to see how excited they were. We had 20 girls qualify, but we have 50 girls on the team. And we have a majority of the girls down here today. They've come down on their own and watched and be a part of it. And that is what it's all about.
So, I mean, you're going to graduate a lot of good girls this year. What's the program? Tell me a little bit about them, and then what's the program look like next year?
You can never replace these seniors. You can't. I mean, the bond that we've built and the work ethic, you just can't replace them. But what we can do is we can find girls that are willing to fight and willing to work hard. And at the end of the day, it'll take care of itself. And our philosophy is, man, we get in there and we work, and we outwork people. And I'm gonna put a quick plug in for Coach Smart and Coach Wilcox. I love those men, and they've taught me so much. They've taught me how I want to be a coach, and they've taught me so many things about these kids. Having those two guys retire from wrestling, it's hard, and it's gonna be a big shoes to fill. But I believe we can do that. But they taught me how to be a good coach, and so my philosophy now is I'm gonna take the things that I've learned from them and the things that I've learned on my own, and we're just gonna do the best we can, and what happens. And I would love to do it again next year. But if we don't, as long as we walk out of here with our heads held high, knowing we did the best we can and our girls worked hard, we win.
And clearly you're so passionate about wrestling. And just tell me how it's different with the girls. What do you feel this program has done for these girls, and how has it empowered them?
So, again, and I'm not taking anything away from the boys, but most of these boys that have come through the program, they've had brothers wrestle. Their families have wrestled. And most of these girls, they've never had anybody in their family wrestle. And so to see that progression and to see how they've come through and learned, like I was saying, the best thing for me is when somebody, a JJ, wins state. Yeah, you know what? The medal, it's going to tarnish. She might lose it one day, but she will never forget the feeling she got, and I will never forget the smile she had when she won state. And that to me it's invaluable, and to those different lessons. And so, it's just Bear River High School is some good people, and we got some good kids, and I'm just excited to continue that progress.
Parents are Brandon Garnier, Stacy Garnier, Junior. David Williamson of Ridgeline. Parents are Daniel and Kenneth Wade. Junior. She is a 2020 district champion. Jenna Sutton's Bernard Haraway. Parents are Ryan Rachel Escobar. She's a senior. Brandon Lee Monte. Parents are Jason Bingham, Susan Bingham. Was one for the state in 1994. And was a silver in the Olympics. Parents are and Thomas Monty. Many people believe his parents are Abby Peterson and Brandon Lee. Was first-time divisionals. And Whitney Sims in the Michael. Parents are Shabir and Twin Sorensen. She's a senior. 2024 6-8 state champion. 5A champion at 125, two-time state champion, Ignacio Zimmerman, red right. Coaches are reminded to be and Coach of the Year awards. Here at the head table, once again outstanding wrestling ballots are available to coaches who are on the association. Stop them and bring them for ballots.
A little bit. Yeah, it's interesting though, covering all four of them. What was said about overseas? I'm gonna. And then I hear, and then. I love sports writers in general, but Jerry Boy, he's the man. If I needed one guy, that'd be mine. Yep. Yep, when I left the Daily Herald, I was their last photographer, and they did not leave. Sure.
I'm so blessed, and they're a big reason why, and I'm so thankful.
And just remind us about your wrestling history, when you started, first state title, and just having everything come together.
Man, I mean, it's a dream come true. I've worked so hard. My sophomore year, I came to this tournament, I went 2-0, and that was my first year wrestling. Last year, I came here and I took third, and I lost in the semis, and here I am finally on top of the podium. So, I mean, I spent countless hours staying after school, staying after practice, not going out with friends, and not going to McDonald's. I mean, I'm so grateful. It's just amazing. It's been a great journey. I'm so thankful.
And so how does this, obviously this is the best you can do to finish out your senior year, but just how does this cap everything off with your experience with girls wrestling?
Man, amazing. I don't really know what else to say. It's so amazing. Hard work pays off, you know. I still don't know yet if I'm going to wrestle in college, but I mean, this makes it tempting, so.
Take us back to that match. Was there some question and confusion? Did you think you had it, and then all of a sudden we're headed into overtime? What's some of the thoughts that were going through your mind?
Yeah, I mean, I knew coming into this match that I was going to have to play defense, and obviously, when I got the stall call and turned it back to 2-2, that was definitely a moment where I was like, oh, freak. Sorry, I almost said an F word. And I was like, oh, freak. So to be able to come back and get the win, and we train going on bottom, so to do it going that way, it's just amazing.
And then what's your advice, or what would you do to tell other girls, either the girls on your team or girls thinking about wrestling? What would you tell them?
To the girls thinking about wrestling, come do it. It's the best thing that you will ever do in your life. It'll teach you so many great things. It gives you a whole new family. You know you have people behind your back all the time, no matter what. To my team, I just want to say thank you, and I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing or be as in this interview if it wasn't for them. And to keep their dreams high, shoot for high goals, and I believe in every single one of them that they can do this too.
you were a state champion was your freshman year, right? Tell us what it's like to be able to finish the senior year, or your senior year and the wrestling career off with that way.
I think this one's a lot more exciting. Freshman year one, it was when we just started, so it was kind of, you get by to like quarterfinals, go from there, not that hard, like 3 matches. This one, a lot more nerve-wracking. I was definitely more nervous for the semis, but it's good. It's good to finish off strong.
So you got down a little bit in your match. Tell me, was there any point you were a little nervous, or what was kind of the motions to get you back on track?
Well, I got on my back quite a few times, but that was scary. Also losing my contacts, per usual. I can't see anything without them, but as soon as my coach put me on top, I knew I could turn her.
And so you're without a contact. Tell me kind of just the physical challenges you're going through it as that's happening, and then when you got the pin, at what point did you know you had her?
Well, I thought as soon as I started turning her, I was like, she's probably going down. I think she was pinned for a minute before he called it, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, tiring, blind, but got it done.
And so what's next for you?
I'm going to go to Hastings in Nebraska for college to wrestle there with my older sister.
So what's that going to be like to be reunited with your sister and have that opportunity?
I think that'll be nice. It'll be a change. I'll miss my old teammates and coaches, of course. I'll come back every once in a while, but it'll be cool.
And then just take me through the emotions of doing this with your team, state champions as a team as well.
I was actually way more like emotional for everybody else. Like after watching JJ win, I couldn't calm myself down. A girl came up to me in the hall and asked me if I was okay. And then watching everybody else win got me emotional. After I won, I just couldn't say anything, so that's all I was thinking about.
What's your advice? Why has wrestling been important to you?
Keeps me active, keeps me mentally strong, gives me something to do with my time. New friendships, a lot.
I just won my 3rd state title. I won my first one my sophomore year.
Feel to be able to cap that off with your 3rd state title in that fashion.
It is the best feeling I have ever had in my entire life. It's the one goal that I had from the beginning of the season. I had tons of pressure that I knew I had, but I knew that I could do it, and I knew if I kept working hard in practice, working hard with my team, and just giving it all out on the mat with all my heart, I knew that I could do it.
Take us through some of the emotions of the match.
I knew that if I wrestled my match and did the moves that I knew how to do, I knew that I would take care of the things that I needed to take care of. Whether it was her shot, I was still going to score. Whether it was my shot, I was still going to score. And so I knew that by the time I had her on her stomach, I could take my time, do the moves that I knew how to do, nice and crisp, nice and tight, and the match would just finish out on its own.
And then how does it feel to be not only your 3rd time state championship, but a team championship?
That is the best way to end a senior year. I can't even tell you. Winning for a 3rd time and capping it off with my team when we all got here all together, that it fills my heart so much. And it is the best thing ever knowing that my team will be able to start a new season next year, capping off what was this season. Oh, it's going to be so good. I'm so happy for everybody.
What's your thoughts or advice for girls either in the program or thinking about being in the program?
Stick with it. If you start it, stick with it. I promise it'll be so, so worth it. And if you are thinking about doing it, I mean, it's really not even a thought process. Just do it. It's a blink and you'll miss it, I swear. but once you're in that room, you will make friendships that you will never forget and will stick with you forever. And for advice, I would say something that my dad always taught me was, once you commit, don't you quit. And it's one of the most, I've stuck with me ever since my freshman year. And it included in my shots, in my progress, and everything that I did. I knew that once I committed to it, I wasn't going to quit.
Ladies and gentlemen, and parents, our compliment Mason and Judah, parents of the junior extended and Brian was a 2024 state champion. Offering the February parents of Mason
It feels pretty great. Working through it for 4 years. Getting third every year is kind of irritating, so finally getting it feels really great.
So take us through that. You said every year from freshman up till now you've been a third placer, get the state title. What do you feel was different this year?
I stopped looking at who I was wrestling. I stopped worrying about everything. I worked on my mindset of it's one match at a time. I stopped looking ahead, and I just became more calm. My dad, where he's been able to take pictures with me, has been there on the side, just helping me calm me down and all that.
And so having your dad right there on the mat, what was that like? Like you said, he's calming you down. How does that help you in the matches?
Like before, where I was sitting there pacing, I would look up and he'd be smiling or making a face at me, and it just helped me relax. And just having him there, he's one of my best friends, and so it's just, I know he's there for me, and it helps me feel so much better when I go out there.
And then after you get that celebration and you are binging from side to side, talking to family, tell me about the people you wanted to talk to first.
Oh, there was so many. I've made like a whole little family with all my parents' friends, all the coaches, the wrestlers, just everything. But I think it was definitely my mom and my dad first, and then I don't even know after that. It was just like whoever wanted to come because I didn't want to pick. So.
And your match was a quick one too. You just kind of picked her up, threw her down, and you get the pin. Tell me about why it was fun to win in that fashion.
It's one of my favorite. It was my favorite shot. I like double leg, and then I don't know. It's just the way I always do it. I just envisioned it in my head before, and so it just feels good when it happens because it just clicks.
So what's next for you?
Planning on going wrestling in college. Got a few schools we're looking at, so hopefully that'll work out for me. Yep.
And then what's the advice for your underclassmen or people who are considering wanting to do wrestling?
Stick with it. There'll be times when you don't want to keep doing it. He might get on your nerves a little, Bingham, but you just stick with it. Just find your love for it, and it all works out.
The 6'9"
I have been wrestling since junior year. Last year I made a goal to win state. It didn't happen for me last year. I made it happen this year.
What do you feel was the difference this year compared to last?
I wasn't ready last year. I had so many things I had to learn first, and I had to work that much harder to earn this. Is really the difference. I knew that I earned it in the practice room. I just had to go out and take it.
Tell me about the support you had. You had your brother as one of the coaches helping right there. Tell me about that and then interacting with your family after you won.
I mean, I am the luckiest wrestler in the world. Not everybody can go every day and wrestle their oldest brother, and sometimes we honestly hated each other at how much we were making each other work, but it made me a better wrestler, and it brought us closer. This wrestling team has always been a family, and we will continue to act like a family. I have never once felt like I was not supported here, because I have all my sisters behind me 100% of the time.
And so five of you girls who made it to championship round, all 5 of you get it. What's that like?
It's unbelievable. It honestly has not hit me yet. I'm waiting for it, but every single one of those girls that went out and they did what they know how to do, and they earned every second of it. Not a single part of that was luck. That was just countless hours of practice and loss and learning, and they came out on top, and there's a reason.
And your whole team gets to take that state title. What's that like too?
It's unbelievable. I've been part of other teams that have been good, like one state, but it has never been like this. And I think the difference is that family dynamic. We wrestle for each other here, and all 5. If you ask any of the 5 of us what we were wrestling for, we'll say each other, and that's the biggest difference. I got to win for my sisters tonight.
And I know with wrestling, when it first kind of started, you know, the weight is hard for women. It's a little stressful, a little scary. How have you guys been able to overcome that, and how's it made you feel more empowered and more proud of your body?
I definitely, especially last year, I had a hard time with my weight. I ended up having to lose almost 50 pounds. At some point, it is just mental, and I think that is part of the reason why I have the mental fortitude that I have, is because I knew none of my competitors would be going in on Sundays, running to cut weight, watching everything they ate for 4 months, and still going out and wrestling as hard as they possibly can. And it's made me a better wrestler.
And so what's kind of the advice you'd give to either your girls who are going to finish out the program or others who are thinking about joining?
It's easy to say now, but never take a loss too hard. Every single loss, you are learning something, whether it's to change your mindset about something, how to stay in a good space, how to change one move. It all helps, and it all acclimates into something great. And to just work your guts out. You will never regret working hard.
Fry going all the way, making her layup.
Drive gets it to the double team, kick back out. Robbie Marble with baseline jump. Straight away calls for a screen. Threads the needle, Littlefield off the glass and in. Dribbles it around. Good feed here to Kaepner, and it bounces in. And quickly. 2-pointers put up. Gives it over to Peebly, back over to Littlefield. Swing it over. Robbie Marble up for three. Nothing but another snag, this time by Marina Webb.
Oh,
and
Kaepner's
Duke
in there.
Four still. Brooklyn Kaepner. Littlefield putting it off the glass and in. Excuse me. Rebecca kicks it back out. Pawn drives inside. Emily looking. Wilkinson puts it on the ground. Draws a foul. Gets the Pawn. We'll get the N1 here on the outside. Around a drive. Good pass. Robinson off the glass and in. From Madison. Time inside. Pick off the right. Up and in. Off the glass.
Game.
Too hard off the glass, and man, Brooklyn Kaepner, what a game.
What is the words? Just a... Oh, there
Instead
we go.
Instead we'll get a 3-point. Take it away.
So, Coach, obviously this was not how we wanted our season to end. It was a rough game, but there was a lot of positive that came out of it. What can we tell from the good?
I mean, the first half, we worked hard, did what we needed to do. Fourth quarter looked better. Just that third quarter where we came out with no energy, and I don't know what happened that third quarter. It was kind of sad to watch. So.
Yes, definitely wasn't the best game we've played, but it was fun to see all of our seniors out there. We are a very senior-heavy team. What can you tell us about this year's seniors?
Best group of girls ever. It's been so fun coaching them. They're smart, they're good students, they're good athletes, they're good girls. They treat each other good. They've been such a good example for all the rest of the program. Just really good girls. So I love them, I'm proud of them. It's been awesome to coach them the last 3 years. So.
Yes, we all love our seniors. And talking about the rest of the program, how are we going to build our team up and prepare for next year?
Hopefully people start coming to more things in the off season. Open gyms and summer stuff. So if we can get everyone, willing to spend a lot more time on basketball, that would be good.
So, Coach, what has your favorite part of this season been?
The girls. They're awesome. So, yeah, the girls make it worth it for sure. So.
Top 8 on the shot clock. Kicks it out. 3 from the corner. Cash Avery with the first points. They're good. His eyes downfield, gives it off to Reese, and bounces this one in. Nelson steps inside the arc, puts it up and rolls.
Oh,
this one into Jones.
He was open.
Spinner up and in.
Made the hard shot.
6 minutes to go. Adams underneath.
Wide open.
All alone, puts it up. Substitution came in here for.
Oh, nice.
The substitute. He'll let go of 3.
Look good.
And he'll match it. Reese. Adams with a good cut. Finds himself down low. And a 3-pointer. Far side. Cash Avery. Against the defense. Back out.
There we go.
Here's a 3-ball from the big man, Ty Jones. Bounce pass into Jones. Mid-range.
That's his shot.
14 fouls there against the Longhorns. Quick inbound and a 3 up and in. Fourth quarter. Adams at the baseline. Goes up with it.
Wow.
Gets to the roll. They're good. They got the numbers. A swing out. Quick release at a 3. And no good. Kicks it back out. Straightaway 3. Ty Jones.
Talk of the Town is made possible by supportive sponsors who love our community. Show your love by supporting them today. Tune in weekly for more Talk of the Town.